It's going to be Win first up versus, is it Yareem? Yareem, a bit of a rematch between the two, as both of these casters are going into this match fully set up, kitted out, ready to go, trying to set himself some kind of CC with a poly. Big Ascend as the man got himself a big luster. Wait, is that the Ascendance that gives you haste buff too? Is that a random Ascend or is that real Ascend? I think it's real Ascend. The guy is just pummeling him with lava bursts left and right. Yareem taking hits after hits. Elemental blasts, frost shocks, ice flurries into a lava burst. He's just taking a flurry of all these elements all together. It's like a slushy of elements. Tried to land a poly as Yareem got himself a bit of survivability. Shields are doing wonders for him. For Sham, that's going to be a spark, potentially big damage into a knockback, as it's going to be a bit of missile damage. But Yareem getting locked out with a route to follow. Maybe look at an ice block potentially. That's a lot of damage from around the corner. He got him missiles that he can keep pelting away at the guy from around the corner. He's going to be a block as the wall comes out for Sham. He needs to catch a breather, get himself as much healing as possible. Yareem does not sit that ice block along at all. I love that aggressive play. That may end up kind of hurting him in the process, but I love the aggression. Look at that slow with that hex, 70% slow. There it is, and it's going to be slow afterwards. That's so rough. And Mages can no longer break out of a slow anymore with Mirages. That is noticeably like change in mobility. Guys still got plenty of blinks and reverse blinks and whatnot, but not being able to move faster and slow down the foe as you chrono shift with barrages, that hurts. That definitely hurts. He's got himself blast. He's looking. He needs a needs clear cast as best as possible. That's going to be a big burst, potentially set up by Win, and Yareem might be taking Ellie Blast to the face here. Lava burst around the corner. Ellie Blast as well. He did the procs, and Sham, I think, got himself the line of sight. Does he have enough damage to finish up? He got a knock up. Look at the blast him. Quick interrupt. I think it's over. Oh, the frost shot are brutal. That is rough. That is rough. That is a tough matchup though. That is a lot of instant casting, by the way, and damage behind the pillar too. Holy. Negative 70% nerf for Revivify. I gotta take a look at that after this. Yo, Manicos, remind me to check the monk nerfs. I really need to see this. I need to see this because that is a wild amount of changes. 70% nerf for Revivify seems like a lot, doesn't it? Big healing surges available for Sham. Does walk out of the Bonds of Fel. Cobra got himself a proper setup here with the demons charging in. I think he's got himself a Ruination ready to go. He just needs to, yep, set it up properly. Big meteor crashing down. I think they made Ruination damage more instantaneous, like it hits you before the animation plays out by the looks of it. So it's like, I guess PvE consistent. I think it's going to be kind of weird for PvP because it looks like it has travel time. But I don't know if he does. Catches him in a second, but CC stun to follow. Sham at least got a knockback onto Cobra into a quick interrupt. He still got himself cast, and that's going to be fast cast Casebolt. He's got himself a bit of reflect. Sham is in a lot of trouble. He's got cleaved down by the demon, trying to go for a hex. He eats a cannonball from around the corner. As long as Succubus doesn't catch you out of spot, it's going to be a wall. You may need to use a Guardian here as well. That's a cannonball. One does go for the kick. Needs to go his Guardian if that's available for him. Might not be available. He's trying to see if he can get aggressive here. I feel like he's got his back up against the wall. He's like, you know what? I need to just get as aggro as possible. Soulfire does not quite connect, but the man needs healing. And that's going to be Cobra swinging around the corner. Chaos Bolt trying to see if he can light it up. Got him so the Orphan joins in. There goes the bolt. It does close in. But that's going to be a big meteor flying in. Was that Ruination or was that someone else? Or was that the demons setting in a meteor? Like a failed meteor there. Succubus trying to see if he can catch you. He's trying to go for a lava burst. That's going to be reflected. He's being very, very careful with how much damage he does to himself. That's going to be Ellie Blast at the Succubus. Catches a couple of hits. Succubus, you see, Soulfire might be the end of this man. Barely alive off of that Soulfire. Lasso to follow. Maybe he can knock everything back. He's got himself Lava Burst. Shield, it is keeping him alive. Barely though. Cobra also super low. Doesn't have defenses. Mortal Cobra is playing with fire right now. Letting himself get this low and using the wall this low. Got shot if you're around the corner. Chaos Bolt got himself a fast cast here really quickly with an Infernal dropping it at the same time. That's a lot of pressure for the Shaman. Got himself full bloodlust already. Into down on the ground, knocking the guy up in the air. Got him some big sappers, big blasters, big alley blaster follow, intro frost strikes. He got himself. Oh my god! This man just survived. I don't know how, but he somehow survived. I have no idea how. Big sky fear up in the air. I think man might just be down for the count though. Trying to see if he can get away. Lasso, it's over. Oh, he did the impossible there. That was so close. He had himself the, what is it, the Chaos Mother damage, and he almost got the Incinerating Bolt or the Infernal Bolt or whatever that thing was. It was already midair, dude. It was cast. He had it ready. But the knockbacks, dude, he got the knockback while he's getting Lava Burst procs and Ellie Blast procs and the Frost Shock procs too. It is just, gotta love that Shaman like Elemental Weaver build. It's so interesting. It's so cool looking because it's like all these things are happening all at once. All these elements, like a swirly of them. Oh, this is the best. That Shaman survived? I know, dude. I know. Like, Shamans have not been super playable so far up until this build, and there might be thriving. News trying to see if he can shut this guy down though, as Ankh got himself wall. He's actually looking to tank this up. Got himself lots of damage while Lava Burst is available. Full Ascendance is up too, so that's actually a pretty big burst window for him. He's playing Earth Shocks instead of what looks like Ellie Blast. Actually, the other guy might have also been playing Earth Shocks too, because I don't think anybody really plays Ellie Blast in PvP. And look at those meatballs, man. He's just feeding him the meatballs and the spaghetti into a quick stomp by the Earth Elemental. Fear onto Ankh. As just trying to see if he can get himself out of that situation. Knockback, and the warrior has himself the charge with a quick shockwave to disrupt. Actually, not even a Blaze Storm. I think it was just a proc Blaze Storm for the guy too, wasn't it? If you got no more mobility, that's a big Sky Fury setup and everything available. He's got all the elements all at once into a quick reflect, at least able to dampen some of the damage. Alien Blast just keeps firing away at the guy. And he's got himself a charge. Quick bit of healing. News has the man on ropes. He just needs one quick execute. Quick Stormbolt from a distance. Leaping in. If you got Blaze Storm, it's lights out. He actually may be able to end it. The man able to escape the Blaze Storm last second. The Frost Shocks. Oh, with an Earth Shock to bury him. Are you kidding me? This Shaman's out of control, man. Oh my god. Elemental Shamans. That's wild. What's up next? Is it Seamark? It is Seamark. Okay, from one caster to the next. Love to see it. Man, dude, they were tanky. They're survivable. They got good mobility. They got so much damage, and most of it is instant cast. Like, once those Lava Burst proccing Frost Shocks, by the way, is massive. It's wild. Question is, can you go from warrior onto the mage? That is a full burst out for Seavark. Grounding totem to ground at least one of the barrages. Seavark taking a few hits here and there. Rooted down unless he blinks. He is going to try to see if he can blink with an altar. Trying to see if he can position where he could always be on top of Ankh. Got him some big blasters. Massive burst. Instant cast. He just crushes the guy with that touch of the Magi. It just condenses him. Flattens him like a pancake. That is so much damage too, dude. These casters are nuts. Actually nuts. Is it Shadow up next, or is it going to be Minicosa? One of you guys got to go next. I know it's Seavark, not a great matchup for either of your classes, really. I guess technically Bumpkins did. I think he died. Yeah, he died. He's like, is it my turn? Oh, is it me? Okay. In the past, I remember Ori actually doing really well against casters, and he's a Boomy. But I don't know if Bumpkins really counter mages. I think maybe it's kind of like a interesting match. Also, what was that arcane damage from around the corner? What build is Shada? I think he's a loon, right? Chosen of a loon, maybe? I can't even tell. Big, massive damage out of the mage, though. Oh, no, Shada. Shada is a bear. He's not a chosen of a loon. He's just a bear. He's a resto. He's anything he needs to be in order to survive here. Got a full silence with the root on Seavark. He does go for the trinket. And that just missiles just chipping away at him bit by bit, taking him out. Knocked back on the clash as Alexu comes out. Does end up taking away some of the pressure off of Minicosa and unable to really keep that damage rolling. And that's going to be my UI apparently bugging out. I don't know what part is bugging out. I don't know. I don't have an add-on enabled on this character. Not a weak or nothing. So if it's LUA errors, it's on Blizzard's end at this point. It's probably all these icons above their heads. Seavark with the fastest block and then broke out of it immediately just to break out of the karma. He's like, you know what? I don't have health. I don't need health. I can just keep plowing damage into this man. Holy! He just barraging him down. Missiles around the corner. Does he have enough damage? Vivify does get interrupted. I think it's over. Oh. And it lights. And it lights. Holy. The Shamans, by the way, dude. Seavark were 3. But them Shamans, though, dude. Okay. Oh, man. Photo highlight. I think that's a Shaman highlight angle, right? Let's see if we did such a good job. Okay, if I still got 5, I'll be down to join back in. I'm down to keep going. These are really, really, really fun. If you guys are going to keep going, you're more than welcome to. More than welcome to.